The NFL season is upon us, folks. Thursday night, Tampa Bay and Dallas open up I can't wait. I can't wait. And to get us ready, Rob and I are going to give you our picks. That's right. Every division winner and the wild card teams in each conference. Let's go.
AFC West.
AFC West, Rob. I have got Kansas City. That's an easy one.
I got the Chiefs.
AFC East.
AFC East, I got Buffalo.
I got Buffalo.
AFC South.
I got the Tennessee Titans.
I'm going to pick the Colts.
AFC North.
Cleveland!
Cleveland!
I got the Ravens.
NFC West.
NFC West, I got the L.A. Rams. Yes, I said it.
I got the 49ers.
NFC East.
Dallas, big D, little A, double L-A-S.
I got Washington.
NFC South.
Give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I got the Saints.
NFC North.
Green Bay Packers.
I got the Pack.
That's all great, guys. But there are 7 teams in each conference that make the playoffs, and we only got 4. So we're going to need your wild card picks for the AFC, starting with you, Chris Broussard.
Baltimore Ravens, Indianapolis Colts, and in a shocker to some, the New England Patriots. Yes, Mac Jones leads them to the playoffs.
Rob Parker.
Great. Let's see.
Rob Parker.
I'm going to say the Browns, the Titans, and the Raiders.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Rob Parker knows what he's talking about.
John Gruden.
You know why I'm going there is that they have to win this year. This is big for John Gruden. And they've started well and haven't been able to finish the job. I'm going to pick the Raiders to make the playoffs.
Not a bad pick.
So the only difference you guys have in the playoffs is the Patriots and the Raiders. Other than that, you have all the same teams, just different.
Well, I mean, it's pretty. You know what, Rob G? I hate to be like cookie cutter, but looking at these teams and just it looks pretty obvious to me. Like, which are the better teams? I think this year.
I think the only division. Well, of the Buffalo, we agreed on 7, right? Everybody but New England, as you said, and the Raiders. I think personally, Indianapolis, even though I picked them, I think they're a question mark. Obviously, New England could be a question mark, and the Raiders could be a question mark. Like, I think Denver's going to be better than people think, and I think Pittsburgh. I really think they have a shot at the playoffs. Like, I think they're going to be better than people expect. That's just what Mike Tomlin does, and. But yeah, I mean, I went with my 7. I feel good about it. I really feel good about New England because that defense is going to be really good. Dante Hightower's back. Kyle Van Noy is back. Matt Judon is there. The offensive line is great. I think the running game is going to be strong. And Mac Jones is a good decision maker. He's going to have his ups and downs like any rookie. But I think he's just going to manage the game, and he can make some big plays here and there. So I like New England. And Bill, look, I've always
He'll be there, but it's hard
to this show. Rob, you know I've highlighted the fact that he's missed the playoffs 7 of the 8 years he hadn't had Tom Brady. But I think this will be his second year that he makes it without Brady.
Yeah, I don't know. I just rookie quarterback. I don't know what to expect. I really don't. And I just think that the Raiders have more on the line. I mean, there's some Mike Mayock, even if they don't get rid of Chucky, it's not going to be – people aren't going to be satisfied with 4 straight years, right, of not making the playoffs. And last year, I don't know, Rob G., where were they offensively? They scored points early on.
The offense has never been the problem
right?
with John Gruden. No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they score points. and they just weren't able to finish the job. So I don't know. That's one of my little wildcat picks, but I'm going to go with the Raiders.
All right, we move on now to the NFC. This one's a little bit tougher to call. Chris, your wild card teams in the NFC.
I've got two wild card teams from the NFC West, which I think is the toughest division in the league. So I got San Francisco and Seattle joining the Rams in the playoffs from that division. And then New Orleans. Like I said, I think Jameis Winston's going to shock some people and have a very good year. And and New Orleans is 8-1 in the last 2 years without Drew Brees. So people are sleeping on them. I think they're going to be awoken in violent fashion.
I think this is the year that Seattle falls off. I'm not picking them to make the playoffs. I'm going to go with the Rams based on their defense. I'm going to put them in the playoffs. I'm going to go with the Bucs. Hard to repeat, but they're good enough to make the playoffs. And what do I need? One more, right?
Yep.
One more wild card team. Yep.
I'm going to pick the Minnesota Vikings.
Nah, I
That's my
like the
third
Vikings.
team.
That's a good pick. I think they got a shot.
I don't know what happened. Last year, they were awful. Every game like they were supposed to win, they just couldn't do it. And it's all about defense with the Vikings, and they were just god-awful a year ago defensively. I don't know where they ranked.
Again, we disagree on two teams, right? Washington and Minnesota.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
No love for Martin Weiss's Arizona Cardinals, huh?
Man,
yeah,
look,
we remember that. Martin soiled
I'm hoping
himself
they'll
the
make
last
another
time that
Jordan
came
bet.
up. You remember that?
I'm hoping they'll make another Jordan bet. That's easy money.
Rob
Easy
G, you got any?
sneaks.
I'm curious. Some of your. How about? I mean, how
But
about
we
some of
still
your?
got to pick. We still got to finish off, right?
We still got the
And then
Super
we can
Bowl
get Rob
pending. We're going to let
G's
the
opinion.
anticipation build. I'm a little
All right,
surprised,
I
Rob.
just want to ask you
that-
about wild card, Rob G. Wild card.
Okay.
Give me your wild cards.
Well, I would
Or
have
just
had
differences with us.
Yeah, well, I would have had Dallas winning their division. I think that having the best quarterback is usually a good sign for any team if you're in a division where there's no clear and obvious favorite.
See, to
Washington
me,
has the better defense, though.
See, Washington has a
1,000%.
better defense. Didn't really have a quarterback. It was all over the place last year. I don't know. That's the only reason why I
You
got
believe in
Washington.
Fitzpatrick.
I just think that he'll work for a while with that, but that
He'll work for
defense is
4
really
weeks.
good. Yeah.
Week 4, Taylor Heineke.
Well, see, I actually have both of those teams in the playoffs. I have one of them. I
You
have
got
Washington.
two teams coming from the NFC
And
East.
here's my only pushback with Chris. Chris has 3 teams from the NFC West. I think that division is going to cannibalize itself. There's going to be no easy victory in any of those games.
It's
so
a
you
tough
could see all 3 teams at like 9-7 heading into week 17 because they all beat up on each other.
I think one of them's going to have a big record.
All right, what's your
11,
other 2
12
wild cards in
wins.
the NFC?
In the NFC, I have.
You said you got
I got
so you
Washington.
got the Cowboys winning the division, and then Washington.
I got
is a wild
Washington,
card.
Seattle, and New Orleans.
Yeah, everybody likes New Orleans. I do too. I think that New Orleans can be good.
Well, New Orleans,
you.
it's sneakily the last 2 years. I know Drew Brees gets all the pub. Is they've been a defensive team the last 2 years.
Right.
Oh no, they
D
went
is
through a
still
stretch
stout.
last year through 4 or 5 games where they averaged giving up like 8 points. Go back in the middle of the season. They were good.
And they've got one of the best football players of all time, Taysom Hill. And he doesn't even start.
That's how good and deep they are that the best player doesn't even start. Amazing.
And on that note, it's time for the
Wait a
odd
minute.
couple.
AFC, you didn't give us
You just did. Oh, you want my AFC picks too?
Are you
Okay.
the wild
picking the
card.
Raiders?
Just a wild
Are you
card.
picking
I
the
am
Raiders?
picking the Raiders to make the playoffs.
You homer.
How am I a homer?
Because you know good and well they ain't making the playoffs.
As they're gonna win. Okay, wild
You
card.
just
Who else?
picking them
The
as
other
a
two.
fan.
The
Hey,
other
you know
two.
what? They were like 2 plays away from winning, 10 games last season.
You've been
Yeah,
saying
bro.
that for 8 years.
Yeah, it's still
Right.
true. I got the Raiders. I have the Cleveland Browns,
Yep.
and I have the New England Patriots
So you got
Wow,
Baltimore
Patriots too.
winning the division.
and Buffalo.
Yep.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
All right.
New England, you're with me. All right.
And on that
All right.
note, Super
Miami,
Bowl.
nobody picked Miami.
Nobody
so
trusts
we're all
Tua.
expecting,
Yeah, we don't know what to expect
drop
down
one.
there.
We don't
they
like
don't have
short
any confidence
quarterbacks.
in them either. That's the bad part.
It's
Super
a lot
Bowl.
of short quarterbacks. All right, Super Bowl. Here we go. In the rare rematch, I have got Tampa Bay getting out of the NFC again, and I have got Kansas City getting out of the AFC again. I think the Chiefs are on a mission. They remind me, their mindset reminds me of San Antonio after they lost that championship to Miami in 2013 in the NBA Finals and came back with a vengeance. And I believe Kansas City wants Tampa Bay, and they'll get them, and this time the Chiefs will prevail. So I got Kansas City over Tampa Bay in a rematch.
If Kansas City doesn't win, does that change anything with Mahomes if they don't get to the Super Bowl or don't win?
As far as what?
Him being Michael Jordan.
No, I mean, he's not Michael Jordan yet, but he's still got plenty of time, so no.
All right, I'm just asking.
Jordan didn't win it every year.
I'm just
Brady
asking.
doesn't win it
It's a
every year.
question.
So, yeah, definitely won't win it every year. Not at all. He's still
NFL,
young.
teams don't, they're so hard to get back and repeat. There will not be the same two teams from a year. Just very hard to do in the NFL. Too many things happen. I'm going to go with the Ravens and the Packers in the Super Bowl. That's my pick, with Aaron Rodgers winning a Super Bowl on his way out of Green Bay. And that'll be the way he puts a bow on that and moves forward, and then he's free to go wherever he wants. So that's going to be the big storyline. And Lamar gets out of the AFC finally. So there it is. I'm going way off the board, the Packers and the Ravens.
Way off the board
Yeah,
with the
that's not
Packers? How's
that's
that
not
way
the big
off the
pick.
board?
That's not the big. Everybody's picking. Everybody's picking the Rams. I mean, everybody.
Some are picking the Rams. Some are picking the Pack. Some are picking Tampa Bay.
It's mostly Tampa Bay and the Rams, the stuff that I've seen.
Who you picking, Rob G? What's your Super Bowl pick?
I got the Kansas City Chieftains and the LA Rams.
See?
Why? Look at you.
He's a Stafford guy.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a big Stafford guy.
Wow.
That's
So
right.
who you got winning?
I have the Rams winning it.
Wow. Look at you. So yesterday you were just smart.
Look, man, Peter
As
King's
we
my guy.
dissed Rams and Stafford, you were just...
There's certain things that travel well no matter what time of year, no matter what stadium, and that's defense. And I don't trust the Chiefs' defense. I don't trust Green Bay's defense.
is shaky.
And Tampa Bay, it's just really, like Rob said, it's very, very, very
hard.
unlikely for teams to repeat as champions. So that's
Right.
why.
They are
Even if they're
the
good.
last team. Guess who the last quarterback to do it was?
Tom Brady.
Yes.
About 15 years ago.
He's better now than he was then.
It's been a long time, right?
He's better now than he was then. But they're the first team in the salary cap era to return all 22 starters. So that we will see. It's going to be an exciting year, and we will see who ends up being right. All right.